China says that the military drills it's been conducting in pockets around Taiwan have been successful, that its defence force is combat ready, and for the time being it is winding down those exercises. However, it is also warning that it could do more and conduct more exercises in the future, with keeping a very close eye on what's happening in the Strait of Taiwan and also in Taiwan itself. These drills have been described by many in the international community as an overreaction to Nancy Pelosi's visit to the island last week. We've seen frigates, we've seen fighter jets, we've seen ballistic missiles fired over the island in the last couple of days as China flexes its military muscle and tries to show the world what it believes is the appropriate response to US provocation, something that the United States and its allies have flatly rejected there. It is clear from Beijing's rhetoric what it wants to do here. Its ambition to take back control of Taiwan, an island it considers to be part of its territory, is crystal clear, and that position was expressed by China's ambassador here in Canberra, Xiao Chen, as he addressed the National Press Club yesterday. He had a pretty stark warning for the global community as to exactly how China will respond to any further developments in the Taiwan Strait.
China has been so patient. For several decades, we are waiting. We are waiting for a peaceful unification. But we can never rule out our option to use other means. So when necessary, when compelled, we are ready to use all necessary means. As to what does it mean by all necessary means, you can use your imagination.
Yeah, and so it sounds like that so-called patience is running thin. And Matthew, there's divided opinion in the West about the wisdom or otherwise of Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan. What's she had to say after the Chinese have finally stopped these current drills?
Well, Nancy Pelosi is still of the opinion that it was fair for her to make that trip to Taiwan, that she was a guest of the Taiwan government and that she was warmly welcomed, even though we know the visit itself wasn't officially endorsed by the White House, the point being that the White House can't control what members of Congress do in their own official capacities. But Nancy Pelosi has again reiterated that the military drills launched in response to her visit were a complete overreaction. They were disproportionate, they were over the top, and Nancy Pelosi says, if anything, the military aggression that's been seen over the last couple of days should harden the resolve of the United States and its allies to ensure that China does not bully Taiwan, that it doesn't further try to isolate Taiwan into the future. She says that her visit had a very simple meaning behind it.
We didn't go there to talk about China. We went there to praise Taiwan. We went there to show our friendship, to say China cannot isolate Taiwan. So that's what it was about.
We've heard from the federal opposition here in Australia, Peter Dutton. He's been on the ABC-RN Breakfast, and he's been forced to concede that he actually misspoke on the issue of Taiwan earlier this week when he described Taiwan as independent. Australia's foreign policy, in line with many other countries around the world, is that it recognises one China, which means it doesn't see Taiwan as a sovereign state, even though Australia does have diplomatic relations with the Taiwan government. Mr Dutton says he did misspeak, but he says the message behind what he was trying to say is that for the population of Taiwan, the more than 20 million people who live in Taiwan should be able to continue living peacefully without the prospect of conflict into the future.